Hello, friends and lovers, and welcome back to He Is Coming. To follow up on the last video where we did a big thorny champion, and we did get undefeated during that run, but we were defeated by the first opponent after that, unfortunately. We fought an opponent that literally never attacked, so they never got hit by our thorns. They had one of those weapons that doesn't attack and instead just deals damage in between every turn is the best way I can describe it. It's like a wand or something. It was ridiculous. What can you do? Anyway, I figured we'd do something different. Let's do some single player. Maybe find some unlocks and kind of talk about single player strategy, because it is kind of different from Kingmaker. Plus, I got a lot to unlock here. Maybe we can squeeze in a couple runs, okay? Okay, so let's get a woodland run going on here. Paying attention to the boss is definitely really important here. If Razor Tusk Hog has more speed than you, his first strike deals 10 additional damage, so we basically can't let that happen. He only has 5 health, though. No armor, so a bomb could potentially take care of him. Oh my god. Oh my god. So we probably don't care about speed. It's hard to turn down a golden cherry, I'll admit here, too. It's probably the best long-term item as well. Okay. Does that kill him straight up? Not quite. It deals 4 damage. So we're looking for a couple more things, if we can, to help ourselves with that. You gotta love a redwood roast. Unfortunately, you can't combine a golden food item with another food item, even if it is golden also. Oh, there we go, another cherry bomb. Okay, so the hog has been taken care of. Let's go find a cauldron then. Now, wait a minute. I'm kind of asking this question out loud. Uh-oh, no cauldron. But I want a cauldron. We'll discover a shop then and start heading that way. But what we actually need to do is find another bubble. Is there anything along the way? No. Might have to come back. Let's see, what words was I using? Is this a bomb build and thus I can go for ice block shield? Potentially. With the redwood roast, huh? Maybe. I love the ice block shield, I'm not gonna lie. Would I rather go for the wine than the redwood roast here? Is my question. Well, I should probably just take a new weapon. So there's the featherweight blade. There's a jewelry box there. Still no cauldron? Yo, what? I guess we'll find this. Even though I'm certainly not dead set on this weapon. Gain 2 thorns, take 1 damage. I don't want to take the damage. Restore 1 health? Okay, that's fine, I guess. I mean, everything's gonna die just from the cherry bombs for now, so it's probably not going to matter, really. Okay, finally, geez. Hard to turn down the epic from the cemetery, though, I won't lie. But yeah, you might notice if you've been watching or playing a lot of Kingmaker runs, it's really different, right? Restore health equal to damage dealt by first strikes. That's a new item for me. Equal to damage dealt by your first strikes. It's interesting that it says strikes. Plural. So I like the boomstick better. Well, it is kind of a bomb build, so I guess I will take it. Okay, let's combine these 2 bad boys. I'm addicted to using the cauldron, I won't lie. Deal 1 damage 4 times with that. Okay. So next, finding like shops and things would probably be the best. Oh, I never found that. The shop that we left back there that we discovered is probably too far now then. And I think we just head to this bubble to the east. We got a new forge, so that's nice. Gain an additional strike. On hit, gain 1 armor. Just take the 1 additional strike, because we're just trying to kill them on, like, turn 1, really. It could be bad for a few reasons. You don't need to rush the oil, so we'll go look for a new shop. We gotta find some bomby stuff here, if we can. Alright. You're gonna be dead. 14 attack, but you died to the bombs. Good night. Have a pleasant day. Redwood Treant. Temporarily gains 3 attack if the player has no armor. Temporarily. So just like the 1 turn that I don't have armor, it'll gain 3 attack. Huh. Gain 1 armor every other turn. Gain 1 armor every other turn. No. Minus 2 max health, plus 5 armor. Battle start, restore 3 health. Never combined these. The Sapphire Crown would be the most interesting, but you lose the 2 health, so it doesn't really matter. Is it really that good? Only if you actually have armor synergies, and I don't know if that's really going to be for us for the most part. Give the enemy 1 freeze. You have 3 attack. You have quite a bit of health. Pretty big health pool overall, I would argue. I don't think the freeze would really do much. I think I do this. We'll need to find a better wep, no doubt. That's why we're heading to the shop mostly. These don't really do much. Sure. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Convert 1 armor to 2 attack on hit. Ooh. If you only have 1 bomb item equipped, it triggers 3 times. Ooh. I've used this many times, and it's pretty good, right? It means you can kind of focus on other things, and it's, you know, kind of like 2 bombs in 1. Deal 1 damage to the enemy. The damage to the next bomb that triggers is increased by 3. That's insane for us, though. And I like it with this, which deals... So it'll deal 4 damage 4 times instead, right? So that's really good. Better than this one. Because it's for each hit. Do you have more speed than the enemy gaining to attack? No. Okay. We're at full health, so we can easily drop the ring, for instance. Let's make sure that we reorganize this and put the kindling bomb first. Then the explosive roast. Okay. Which means we're not doing powder keg. Convert 1 armor to 2 attack. Is it that good? I don't think it's that outstanding. I don't think it's necessary. We might want to roll and see what else we can get offered here. I'm a thinks. Convert 1 armor to 2 attack. I do have to I'm thinking about the final boss now. This is the second boss, right? So I have to think about how do we survive, or yeah, how do we beat that final boss, which has, yeah, this might be a way to do it. The final boss has like 100 health, starts at very low attack, but then it builds up. We need to build up ourselves too. So I guess we could take this, right? In 1 additional strike. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Battle strike gain 3 freeze, thorns. Convert 1 armor to 2 thorns. While you have armor, temporarily gain 3 attack. Meh. First time the enemy becomes wounded, trigger all of your wounded items. Also, no. I heard, I have not seen that they nerfed the bomb fish meta, by the way. Kinda gotta go back to that now. Okay. We can try to find a new one. What did I get? Was it... now I don't remember. Nice, got some oil. I do need some armor to convert. And I do have the ice block shield. So I need more armor, moist preferably. Because we need to actually spend it. So I guess we're going to drop the leather glove or even just 1 armor. Oh. This is an interesting event. You will give me an epic. It randomly upgrades all your stuff to things of higher rarity, which I don't know about. If your health is full, gain 5 armor. It's such a strange item. Wait, it's a food item. And you can combine... That's why I find it strange, I think. Oh, apparently there's a set with the Ironbark Shield. Every other turn, gain 1 attack and restore 1 health. Whenever a bomb deals 5 or more non-weapon damage, gain 1 additional strike. This is actually kind of interesting if we can find another food item. I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, it works for us too. Maybe we'll try to combine it with something, because I don't think I've actually had the opportunity as of yet. I don't think there's any epic food items. Well, there might be. What do we got? Gain armor equal to lost health. On hit, deal 1 damage. Wounded, gain 2 strikes. Definitely not that one. On hit, deal 1 damage. So when I strike them, I deal 1 additional damage, basically. Is that worth more than, say, the double-plated armor, which helps the granite hammer to gain more? I'm going to say not. I think we have to skip all that. Okay, more jewelry. Steal 2 armor from the enemy. No, I think those were all a skip. We got a golem here. We got our forge back. Gain 1 additional strike. On hit, gain 1 armor. Oh, that's interesting. Right? Now the question is, what's the order of operations here? Because there's kind of no point to this if I run out of armor and this triggers after the conversion. Convert 1 armor to 2 attack, right? It feels like I should probably just take the agile edge and build it up sooner, if I were to guess. So you could try to take this vampiric wine and drop the breastplate, and then combine the wine with the stone stake. But I'd rather get another bomb and see how that works with the stone stake, you know what I mean? So I guess I might look for that. Where are we going here? Let's get to this bubble down here. I am just kind of looking for chests, though. If the player has no armor, okay. I don't think that'll be too bad. Alright, we're bonking them with our bombs here, too. I have very little attack at the start. We do get to attack twice. Well, the freeze effect, really, you know? So the Leshen hits pretty hard. Okay, we killed it before it got to take a swing at me without armor. I do have to get my health back up. Do I have anything that heals me? Not presently. And something. Grab that for now. Should visit this. We got more bomb stuff. Second time you deal non-weapon damage each turn, deal 3 damage. Each turn, huh? Gain 3 armor for each stone item equipped. I have 1. Is this food? No. Battlestar, if you have 0 base armor, restore health to full. No. Whenever you take damage, restore 1 health. No, I don't think so. I need a lot more armor. Double explosion is kind of interesting, though. Second time. So it's only once per turn. So this would only trigger once on turn 1 from the bombs. But I think that's actually bad when you think about it. It'll trigger that 3 damage once. And then I don't really deal additional damage each turn after the first yet. Maybe I will. Lose all your armor after your enemy's first strike. Dear God. Whenever you restore 3 or more health, deal 3 damage. No. Exposed can trigger 1 additional time. No. Don't think so. These don't look good, I think. Your base armor's doubled is interesting. But I kind of need the scaling for the weapon that we currently have. Exposed deals 6 damage. Oh, we can get another kindling bomb. The damage of the next bomb that triggers is increased by 3. Oh. I wasn't even aware that you could get 2 of these, really. Oh, we have this. If your health is full, gain 1 thorn at turn start for the rest of the battle. So this is a set. I was thinking of combining that food, that the steak with something, though. I can't remember what the set does. I can't recall. I don't know if it's very good. Let's grab the kindling bomb. We'll put this over here. That's a lot more damage on turn 1. We're near a cauldron. I have to increase my health. Is there anything here? Spend 5 speed to permanently gain 1 additional strike. If only. If only, baby. I also got to get my health back to full. A golem. Come on, game. A fairy. No. Uh-oh. You're scaring me, game. Oil, okay. Take the armor from that. More fairies. Come on. Show me like a cherry bomb or something. I'm gonna temporarily take this redwood cloak so that I can get my health back to full. It's still not full, though. Whoa, look at that. Gains on-hit effects from emerald, ruby, sapphire, and citrine items. Fortunately, I have none of those things. Emerald ring. Emerald crown. Alright, my health is full now. So that's taken care of, at least. Gain 1 additional strike. My health is full. Let's go back this way. We got another shop here. Both can trigger additional times. Nah. No. The pinecone bracelet is back. If you're below 50% health, gain 2 armor. If you have no armor, gain 3 armor and 1 freeze. No, definitely not that. Definitely not that. Definitely not this. How good do we think this will be? Do I take it and see? Because I don't remember what the set does. Battle start, if your health is full, gain 1 armor at turn start for the rest of the battle. So stone stake, I see. And then we also gain 1 thorn. Guess that's not bad, right? I'm kind of looking to swap away this breastplate now, if anything. Gain 2 thorns, take 1 damage. Don't think so. This breastplate definitely could be better. But I don't think we're going to find anything at this rate. Let's see. Is this going to be enough? I don't know. I'm actually more worried about phase 1 here. Because I just don't have a lot of health. But his health pool is kind of low too. So hopefully the bombs will kind of carry through this. 5 damage. Now I need to increase my attack by doing this. I lose a little bit of armor this way. If we can get to phase 2, I think we're good. It looks like we will at this rate. Now I have 9 attack. Gain a little bit of thornies. It was close. It was really close. Now you do get a full heal for the final form here. I wonder how much more difficult this will be if you didn't. Okay, I'm less worried about this because he starts off super slow and it allows me time to build up attack, which I think will be in our favor. I guess we'll find out, but... Also, he gets to eat a couple of thorns out of me, right? I think we scale up better than he does. He's up to 3 attack. When we're out of armor, that's probably when it's really scary, and this probably wouldn't go very far, right? We lost some armor there. I don't know if we got to spend any to gain attack. It looks like we might have. Uh-oh. Closer than I thought, maybe? I'm up to 17 attack. All right, come on, just kill him. Closer than I thought, but there's a victory for us. Win against Razor Tusk Conk for the first time. The Icicle Spear. Give the enemy 2 freeze for each equipped water item. When exposed. Interesting. All right, there we go. There's a win for the Woodlands. Let's see what we can do in the Swampy Lands now, shall we? All right. Swamp Lands, I find much more difficult. And I think for the final boss in particular, you really gotta spec a certain way. It's the only way to really get through it, which is to kind of purge negative effects, I feel. Carnivorous Slime gives 3 acid to the player and converts all player health except 1 to armor. Okay, so once again, a boss where we really want to get rid of negative effects best that we can. Bastard, if you have 0 base armor, gain 4. I wonder, so they have 5 speed, so they're probably going to go first, right? Which I guess doesn't really matter that much. You have 0 base armor, gain 4. It's a new item for me. Not a big fan of it, honestly. Am I? Well, it's okay for now to prevent me from taking too much damage. Okay. The Holy Shield. I should probably take a weapon like this one. So we need healing, most likely. You gotta find a way to heal. You don't want to go to the Sunken Palace until, like, you're on the 3rd act here already. At a minimum, I would say. Remove all your armor and gain 3 purity at battle start. Turn end. Gain 2 armor. Give the enemy 2 armor. Huh. One of those kind of works for us, right? If the enemy doesn't have poison, give them 2 poison. Double your attack. On hit, gain 1 stun for myself. How would you make that work, I wonder? The enemy doesn't have any poison, give them 2 poison. I think that's the best we can do. Okay, what do we got here? The Tomes. Stun the enemy for 1 turn. Gain 6 armor. If you have purity, remove 1 purity. Otherwise, gain 1 purity. Reset countdown. Okay, well, it's a form of healing. It also increases our attack, albeit slowly. Very slowly. Another Weaver Shield is interesting, huh? I guess I'm going to try it out. It's not good for this upcoming boss, though. So now we got to go find a golem. Let's check this first real quick, shall we? Increases all countdowns by 1. Okay. I'll take that. Now, let's go to the golem. I wonder if I... Ooh, we got a super golem here, too. Let's go. First, we got to find the regular. Okay. So I could... I have to keep my base armor 0, and I cannot forget that. So this guy will make a golden item, diamond. So I'm going to gain 16 armor at turn start. At battle start, I should say. But I have to keep my armor as low as possible. I have to have 0 base armor, so I can never take that armor oil, otherwise the run's dead. Ooh. I kind of got it. I'm telling myself this, you know what I mean? Hold on. Battle start. Slime gives you 3 acid. Converts all player health except 1 to armor. Okay. So we'll take the cleansing feather. We need a way to get rid of status effects big time. You know what I mean? Definitely willing to drop that bell for something good. I guess the regen is something that might help us for this particular battle coming up. Probably more so than the bell, if I were to guess. It's just 1 health, though. This item will only regenerate exactly 1 health. After I strike, too. At turn end, rather. And then the regeneration goes away. There's also the fact that the feather might purge it, is my understanding. I guess I skip it, actually. I have decided. Let's go to the Boneyard Bog. We could look for a better weapon. What do we got here? Gain armor equal to your opponent's armor. That does work, because it's not base armor. They only have 5 armor right now, but that could be good. Oh, this one's interesting. I kind of like this. If you have any status effect, spend 1 speed to decrease a random status effect by 1. I actually kind of like this. And then we just need more speed, and we can get rid of the feather. Okay. We need a little bit more speed. So there's the lemon, right? Muscle potion is interesting. Is this a food item? It's water. Okay. I hope this is worth it. I think so. Okay. I think I feel pretty good then here. 5 speed might be a bit much now. I actually want to fight the boss early before we take a look at this epic, I think, now. I mean, I only have 3 attack. But they only have 1 attack, so I guess there's that. So I do have 4 acid, which is a lot. We do apply some poison. It's going to be kind of slow here. We definitely need a better web. I think that's sort of the big thing to keep an eye out on here now. I'm going to slowly get rid of all these status effects at least. There we go. So now the boss can only deal 1 damage to me at a time. My health went down to 4, though? Really? Went down to 4, you say? Huh. Alright, anyway. Ooh! Battle start. Stun yourself for 2 turns, but you have 6 damage. We could do that and a feather, maybe. Give the enemy 1 stun for each equipped stone item. Stone, you say? Wounded, gain 3 regeneration. Symphony. I gotta do one of those. Turn start, give the player 2 Riptide. Silver Scale Shark gains 1 attack for each Riptide the player has. Okay. I think we have to take the Thunderbound Saber. What do you think? I think we do. So we'd like to find oil in a forge again. How much armor do you got? 10? Remember, no base armor, no base armor, no base armor. I lose 2 speed, or taking this is the only problem, which I really don't like. Ah, crap. Okay. Ooh. Okay. No base armor, no base armor. Turn start, if you're above 50% health, lose 3 health and gain 1 attack. Ugh. Give the enemy acid equal to your speed at battle start, yo. Wounded, stun the enemy. Okay. I think that'll work. For us. Ups my speed a little bit more too, right? Oh, the leather belt kind of makes sense for us. I reckon. There's like a light speed potion we could try to grab too. What is this? Trash heap. Yo, an epic? Wounded, stun the enemy for 1 turn. Symphony. I have to heal, though, is the thing. This tome isn't great. I have to heal in order to even trigger that, right? 16 armor from this bad boy. Hard to turn this down. Even for 6 max health. I think so. Now I could actually get wounded too, right? Another epic. You're above 50% health, lose 3 health, and gain 1 attack. I really don't think so. Countdown 4, stun 1 enemy. Stun an enemy for 1 turn, rather, even. We could probably consider dropping the lemon. I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's get the oil. Remember, no armor, no armor, no armor. Drop the lemon, huh? Countdown 4, gain 6 armor. I think I kind of just want to get rid of the acid. This way, this will always get rid of at least 1 stun, right? Is my understanding. It's not a great item in the meantime, but that's okay. Crash Heap. Keeps offering me the Sunlight Crest. Ah, this is interesting. Wounded gain 3 regeneration, and it has Symphony. Symphony trigger the effect of another random instrument item. You pair that with the Storm Cloud Drum, right? Ooh, that's really interesting. I'm very curious about Symphony. If an instrument gets symphonied, can it trigger... Will it... because it can't just create a loop. Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to guess an instrument that triggers via symphony will not trigger a new symphony. That's my only guess, at least, right? You know, healing here wouldn't be a terrible idea. Oh, nice. You got a forge right away. Ignore the first status effect you're afflicted with. Oh, that's pretty good for us. No, not plated edge. That's perfect, really. Okay. So this way, this thing can actually just remove whatever the enemy gives to us, potentially. Now, I don't have a ton of speed for this thing. This one tome we have is still a bit on the weaker end. Actually, you know what? Quick, before we run out of time, let's just get ourselves back to full. Okay, while you have regeneration, temporarily gain 3 attack. Nah. Yeah, I don't know about that one. We have a second Clear Spring Opal. Which does give me an extra speed, so I can diminish 2. You cannot combine these because they're blue. Exposed, stun the enemy for 1 turn. Also gives me 2 speed, which is kind of important, right? I don't know if the purity is really necessary when you think about it. I think the speed makes me kind of want this. This might be overkill, I'm kind of imagining. But stunning the enemy sounds pretty good to me. And I think we can drop this tome. What do you think? But I just don't think it really fits. Okay, now we have 6 speed, which works for Daddy. Now, where am I going now? Oh, I'm going over here. If the enemy doesn't have any armor, deal 2 damage. Wounded, stun the enemy for 3 turns. Oh, man, that's pretty good, too. Do we just fight the boss this early? So that I can get the extra slots here? I think I might. Let's just get some kills and come back. So it's just the forever stun, really. Okay, fight boss. Let's go. What do we think? Turn start, give the player 2 Riptide. You start with 0 attack, which is interesting. So I don't get the stun. I don't have a lot of health. I removed only 1 Riptide there. But the shark doesn't deal a lot of damage in the meantime. I didn't take any damage from the Riptide, at least. Okay, there we go. We got an achievement for beating all the Swampland bosses now. Okay, so what, you know... Gain 1 purity every other turn. Definitely not that. Gain 5 max health, restore 5 max health. Is that... Why would this be that good, we think? I'm definitely willing to drop 1 attack for that. I think some more speed-related items wouldn't be bad. The enemy doesn't have any armor, deal 2 damage. That's really not particularly good, I feel. Cannot roll these. 5 max health and restore 5. I think you just need healing synergy in order for that to be good. We didn't even trigger the wounded. We have 3 wounds items, which is really interesting, right? Notice how we actually kept some of the time from fighting the boss early. I don't know if it always works that way. No. I was thinking another one of these. If you have any status effects, spend 1 speed to decrease your status effect by 1. You could just take this and honestly just fight the boss. And we might kind of be okay. I'm not positive. But I don't think it's a terrible idea. Only if I actually have a status effect, huh? I go up to 8 speed. I can remove 8 status effects that way. It's kind of tempting. I have to think about what head we're destroying there, too. Kind of. It might be the Riptide one. Or is it the Stun one? I feel like it's the Riptide one. I'll have to take a look. I'm thinking really hard about this. How do we do a lot better after this? What can I do to actually improve our run if I do buy this after this point? Well, there's some optional bosses and stuff. Why don't we buy that? I guess I don't have to keep it, right? I know I'm thinking really hard about it. We could always replace it in theory. I cannot use that oil. I guess we'll look at some epics over here. Because if we get another, like, wounded stun thing, that would be probably worth it. Don't make this decision hard. First time you gain a new status effect, gain 1 additional? No. Give the enemy 1 Riptide every other turn? No. All no, 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 no's. Let's see. How do we get out of here? Up top. There are some secret and hidden bosses. I would love to see. If we could. I mean, it might get me killed, I'll be honest. Guess we'll look at a merchant, right? But I mostly just kind of want to leave right away. Let me see what we got here. No. You have armor? No, you can't do that. Gain 1 Riptide at battle start. 8 max health. That's not bad. If your speed is equal to your attack, gain 3 attack. No. That's a weird item, right? Maybe I should have re-rolled the shop there. No, thank you. The Murkwater Bayou. I think this is an optional boss. I assume is harder than normal. I have to keep skipping that. No armor, no armor. There it is. I guess I'm going to try it. I hope it doesn't kill me. Do you want to challenge the Murkwater Gator? I don't know what the boss does either is the problem. Gives the player Riptide equal to the player's attack at battle start. Oh, dear God. My attack is kind of high, bros. I do get to remove a couple, I guess, at least. I'm removing it. But it still hit me. I'm down to 0, but you hit me for 4. Oh, alright, I'm still gonna trigger my wounded stuff. Okay. And then you're stunned for 5 turns. And then I have a good amount of regen, is my understanding. Ooh, mythic reward. Let's go, baby. Reset cooldowns after they trigger. What do they mean by that? Well, I don't have that anyway. Whenever Riptide triggers, stun the enemy for 1 turn. So you can let it, like, trigger on me? That doesn't sound good. Gain double health and attack from Purity. That's terrible for us. Oh no, they're bad. They're bad for me, right? They're not good. This is the only one that's kind of interesting. Whenever Riptide triggers, the enemy stun the enemy for 1 turn. So then we wouldn't slay the Riptide Hydra. Then. And then the question is that really better? I think it only applies like 1 Riptide per turn, so I think it kind of just doesn't work for us. I'm gonna say. No. Couldn't even use the mythic reward. Sad day. I need to heal before we go. Okay. Well, yeah, we need a campfire. There's no campfires here, interestingly. I'm not going to gamble on a ferry right now. Another, like, storm cloud would probably be legit. Give me a heal, please, for the love of God. Am I not going to make it? I think I don't make it. Oh, wait, this is really bad. I think I die, because I can't trigger wounded. No, you gotta be kidding me! I wanted to heal, I really did. But now I can't trigger the wounded stuff, because I'm below half health already. Wait, no, I don't get that regen. No, I think that's GG. Oh, no. You only give me 1 Riptide. I'll try. I think I get rid of this. The 3 stun. I'm gonna say. Yeah, it has to be that one. All right. Because we apply acid on this head, so they're fine. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a chance here, but I'm not gonna hold out hope here. Damn, I got scammed. At least I fought that new boss, right? Oh yeah, we got nothing here. There's no shot. There's one. And here's the Riptide one. And I think I removed the Riptide, but it deals 5 damage every turn. I did stun you, at least. How did I stun you? I don't even know, but I'm dead. I think we would have had it. I think we would have had it. I think I would have. Every 3 strikes give the enemy 1 Riptide. Interesting, at least, right? Any other unlocks here? Have 5 or more regeneration. Every 4th turn, stun yourself for 1 turn and gain 3 regen. Ugh. New weapon. Oh, is that the Wavebreaker? Hey, we finally found it. You had to beat the Murkwater Gator. Can't strike, Battlestar. Give the enemy 2 Riptide for each negative base attack you have. Finally got the meta weapon. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was an interesting run, at least. Interesting couple of runs. If you want to see more, he is coming, and especially if you want to see more single player or whatever, let me know what you want to see in the game, if you want to see more of the game, that kind of stuff. Like, subscribe, you know what's going on. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in another video.